coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
Handoff headed right, Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Dak off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Chargers take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Vaughn. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first. It's Vaughn again. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, he was fighting like mad to stay up, Brock. Extend that run, but we all know it also creates the opportunity to do what we just saw. Force a fumble. So do you knock him there? Do you applaud the effort? Maybe a little bit of both?
Yeah, probably a little both. A little pat on the butt, but a little reminder that ball security is job security. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Irving here from the gun. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Prescott now on 3rd down. He sends this one to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Vaughn running dead ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Vaughn. Down the sideline to the 45. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. Pass play now. That's caught. Here's Deuce Vaughn. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no...
Okay, ready?
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They start with 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And they bring him down around the 34. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Now looking to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. To the house, touchdown LA! The Chargers get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball. Sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the give, this is Irving. Has a lane past the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Once again, Irving. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Makes a desperate throw for the end zone. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. A give to Vaughn out of the shotgun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll run. This is Vaughn. Strong running inside the 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Throwing the out route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's going to be 4th and short. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Look into the air here. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. Trying to hit Johnson, and it's intercepted. That's Patrick Peterson. And the Chargers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Well, Brock, it has been a fun one so far, and hopefully it gets even better. Second half underway from Mexico City. From his own end zone, here we go. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Don't go, 18. Sammy Lion. Go.
Vaughn on the carry. Nice cut back to the right sideline. It's a foot race. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Chooses to bring this one out. Not the kick to bring out of the end zone, Brock. He has stopped well shy of where a touchback would have been. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Cut for big yards on the right side. 30. Gets the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to... that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he could have a free play here. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Ready, set.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Half the 60. Half the 60.
They'll try and throw it here. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Got it. Ready?
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Fits it through the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-point lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 27. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And he's gonna go! It's a pick 6! That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he makes the Heps goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubt. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.